Good evening. Welcome to Epiphany Lutheran Church in Richmond, Virginia. I'm Kevin Barger, the Director of Music Ministry. This is our Music Minute, taking a look at the hymns that we'll be using tomorrow in worship. And we're going to start with, we have a lot today. So we'll start with our gathering hymn, Gather Us In. This is a Marty Haugen hymn. We've done several of his lately. And this was inspired by another hymn, What Is This Place?, which you might be familiar with. This hymn is intended to see how an American worship community might understand gathering together in God's presence. The hymn celebrates that presence of God, and it's in a place where people, flesh and bone, come together to welcome. It envisions a community where the fire of God's love will fashion the hearts of those gathered by that Spirit. Gather us in. Our next hymn is our hymn of the day, Commonwealth is God's Commandment. This comes to us from All Creation Sing, and it's become a favorite of ours. We've done several times. This hymn includes words that mean peace from other religious traditions. Those include Shanti, that's Sanskrit, and it's used in Hindi and Buddhist traditions. Pax is Latin, and Shalom in Hebrew, and that's peace and wholeness. Maslaha is Arabic, and the word share is used in the Bible more than 100 times. Hospitality is a hallmark of the followers of Jesus, and this hymn encourages us to not only share and open our doors and tables to both neighbor and stranger, but also to pray for peace in several languages. Our common good is indeed holy ground. And given all that is going on in our world right now, this is such an appropriate piece. Commonwealth is God's commandment. pretty, and really focus on those words tomorrow as you sing those different words of peace. We'll go now to a communion hymn. We come to the hungry feast. We're going to have a couple of communion hymns tomorrow. We come to the hungry feast is a focus on communion as a hungry feast. It's hungry for a world of peace, hungry for a world released from hungry people of every kind, and hungry that hunger ceases. We come to the hungry feast. We welcome you to that hungry feast tomorrow and every Sunday. We will turn to our sending hymn now, Take My Life That I May Be. This is an age-old text that will be familiar to many. The tune is new, however, fairly new, coming to us from Spanish hymnals. And the English and Spanish versions of this do not match. They are different. So that's a thing to note there. This was written by a Methodist pastor in Mexico. Take my life that I may be. And last but not least is our second communion hymn. This is Shout to the Lord, and this comes to us from Australia. May not have known that. It lends itself more as a solo piece, so it's somewhat tricky to sing sometimes, but we'll do a great job, I'm sure. Its author is a worship pastor at Hillsong Church in Sydney, Australia. This is Shout to the Lord. All right. Well, hopefully we get time to go through all those hymns tomorrow. Lots and lots of great music. We look forward to you joining with us tomorrow, your songs, your hearts, and your voices. We will be here in person at 8:30 and 11. As always, 11 o'clock will be live streamed on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining me this evening. Have a great evening. We'll see you again next week.